Hey, this is Time Bomb, and if it's your first time checking out the channel, hit that subscribe button to catch all the updates. Thanks a lot for joining me here today. I wanted to go over the Texans Club Series, which I thought was pretty entertaining. This happened almost a week ago. I'm a little late getting this one out, but I just wanted to spend some time really going over some of the stuff that I saw there, especially what I want to talk about with Millz defense in this video. So make sure to give it a like because that helps out the channel so much. So in this club series, we had Wrath versus Wesley in the first game, and we had Chewbacca Lemma, the YouTuber, Twitch streamer, versus Millz, who had been in the club series many times. Wesley, of course, as well, had won this club series last year, and Millz before him. And Millz had won another club series, I believe, the year before that. So Millz is very experienced. Wesley, really experienced. He had a great passing game. Millz has a great defense. So it was looking like a great matchup. I thought Chewy was going to bring something special to his game against Millz. It did not go that way. Millz showcased his different defensive schemes. Mostly where he was having success against Chewy was sending this 3-4 bear blitz, which I have seen a bit online. I did a video attacking it the other day, kind of in preparation for this video as well, where I kind of go over the defense that he was. I'm going to show the main defensive blitz that he was using to get that quick pressure and really get to Chewy. And he could not do anything almost for the entire game until the end, and it was rough watching Chewy just take blitz after blitz after blitz. And he was trying different things to pick it up, but that he just kept coming in there, and he took a lot of sacks. It was rough to see, and I've been there. I think we've all been there, where you're just seeing a different blitz for the first time and trying to pick it up, and it takes time. But eventually he did get a little bit of success with it, but it was far too little, far too late, and Chewy was beaten by Millz. Wesley, in his first game versus Wrath was a heavy runner, like, a lot of people are in Madden, and Wesley had some great run D. He was using the 3-4, kind of like some cover 9, but having it not base aligned, so it kind of had like the one high safety kind of look, and he was just doing a great job shooting those gaps with his safety and just stopping the run, and he kind of got all over. So it was looking like he had some really good run D, because he ran up the score. He really took it to Wrath. I don't think Wrath really got much in that one. Maybe at the end in like garbage time he maybe put something up, but Wesley's passing game was on display as well, and he was throwing it all over, no problem. Just had a great game. So that the matchup in the final was Wesley versus Millz, like many people would have thought. So it was looking like a great matchup with Wesley's intense passing game versus Millz defense. So it was, who would come up on top in this one. It was kind of a toss-up. And the thing, though, it looked like Wesley was maybe going to have an advantage going into this game, because he had shown run D in the previous one, but it wasn't run D versus Millz. And Millz, of course, he also had, give him credit, he didn't just he ran the ball mostly. Let's not get crazy here, but he also had a passing game to go along with it. He was really taking advantage of some of those over commitments to the run that Wesley would have to make to stop it, and he was throwing some passes in there, and he had a couple of passing touchdowns, and some nice little dots here and there he was throwing around. But of course Wesley was ready for this blitz as well, and we saw that on his first his first possession on offense. Wesley was able to just scramble outside of the pocket. He had luck with that escape artist, so he could get out really quick. And then he had, I believe it was Moss downfield there, that he was able to find open and just get a one-play touchdown on him. And that's what we see Millz' standard defense right there. I think the only difference with it than later in the game, because it's the first play, what he adjusts is he has a soft squat on the right side of the field. He doesn't have that at all later in the game. He keeps it his setups more to like either the deep blues on one side, like with a outside third and a deep half and a basically an inside quarter kind of look, and then manned up on the inside and manning up on the other, and basically sending 7 almost every down. So he was definitely sending in the pressure there, and he was getting in there very quick, and he just does a really good job anticipating the play that his opponent is going to run, and he knows a lot of different quick setups on how to set it up and adjust very quickly. So it was impressive to see how Millz was doing that. And the game just was back and forth almost the whole way. Millz was, of course, settling into running the ball and getting it done that way, basically, because he did a good job controlling the game clock, but Wesley was right there almost the whole way, constantly able to pass the ball. And I should mention another thing that Wesley was doing, which we also saw Problem do, and probably some others here in these other Club Series games as well, is they're putting in their wide receiver at halfback. And I think it kind of just shows how strong that the running game is, where you don't even really need, though, even a running back. I mean, just having your wide receiver in there is good enough. It did tire them out in some situations for sure, but obviously it's something that they're doing to kind of just take advantage as much as they can, save some salary cap by not having an actual running back in there, and they use that to put abilities on their QBs and players and just get some better players in there, which is, a smart move. Some players are spending all of their cap on the running back. Other players don't even have a running back. It's kind of interesting. It's going this way or that way, but it should be said that this run game is far, far too strong in Madden right now, and that's something that needs to be addressed for sure. So let's take a look here actually at in this game. So I'm just going to kind of go over it here in practice mode. I'm in the 3-4 playbook here. Actually, we'll go right back into it and take a look at it, because what the plays that we're seeing him use mostly out of this bear, he was running this pinch buck O, and it just has the additional blitzer just kind of stock in there. And we will go with a bunch, because that, of course, is still the passing meta. That's what we see from Wesley and for Problem as well, that when they were passing, they were just going with the bunch. Okay, so the one thing that you want to do here is really simple, is you just want to show the blitz and put contained blitzes on there, and then you just want to be this linebacker, and you're pretty much going to keep an eye on the tight end or the halfback, just basically who you need to play, and then you should be able to, the pressure's going to get in there that fast, and it fumbles the ball. Like, it just flies in there, and that's all you have to do. Simple setup like that. Just show the blitz, put contained blitzes out there, and then just user that tight end or the halfback. Basically, you're set up on the halfback, and you can just adjust that and see what he gets. I'm just flying in there. It's not even as many as he would be sending it sometimes. Millz would even send more of the guys there, and he would just use her, say, show blitz. So he would basically, because he was sending more blockers, so if he's sending less routes out, then he would just send in more guys to blitz him, right? So, I mean, that's why if I've got all the routes coming out here, and the pressure's just getting in there that fast, like this. Like, he's got no options at all. Everything's just locked down. The tight end's locked down too. You could even do it that way, like I'm saying here. You could show blitz, contain blitz, blitz Bentley, and instead be on Chung here is the one. Oh no, my mistake. McCourty here is covering the tight end, so you could just be on him. Just watch here, the pressure just fly in. You're just covering it. It just gets in so fast. So that's the defense that he was using, and you do see this online a fair bit, and it's beatable. Don't get me wrong. That's why people in Millz will start to go with like putting him in a inside third here like this, and like a deep half like this kind of stuff. They would see stuff like this. And then this guy would be just kind of using the other one here and just kind of watching both the tight end and him. We got show blitz, and we have the contains on the field, and just kind of be in there like this. There, knocked it down because throws the pass, knocked down immediately. That's the kind of looks that we're seeing from Millz in this game, that he was able to have so much control defensively to shut down a lot of people, and even a very, very good passing attack from Wesley. He was able to make a lot of plays on him, although it was a very high score that Wesley was in. But that's the defense that he is using. I think it's safe to say that's kind of like a pro meta defense in this game right now, and that's the defense that Millz was using, mixing in some dime and some other different 3-4 defenses as well. But that was the showcase blitz that I would say we saw from Millz, and that pressure was getting in there very quickly. So that's something to try out for yourself. It's so simple to just show blitz, get the contains on there, and then you just kind of have to make an adjustment decision depending on what your opponent's doing with those defensive backs that you have not blitzing. So that's all there really is to it. So just what I wanted to talk about from the Texans Club Series. I'm going to do another video on the Problem game as well, where there was a lot of controversy going on, so we will talk about that too. So thanks a lot for checking out this video. I'm Time Bomb. Let's put a like on this video, and I will catch you guys later. Boom, boom.